Well, just an amazing update to a story that we first brought you last week. 76-year-old Jim Jones of Reading went into cardiac arrest at the USA gas station on Hartnell Avenue.
And it turns out that a complete stranger gave him CPR until paramedics arrived. But then, as we told folks, the Good Samaritan who saved Jim's life just vanished without a trace. So Jim and his family contacted us here at KRCR, hoping we could find the guy. And we did. We were able to do just that. KRCR News Channel 7's Carrie Marchese was there for the reunion today. It was really, really emotional, huh,
Carrie?
We
sat there last week and talked about this. And the funny thing was, is the family said, we need divine intervention. That was the big thing, okay? Now, go figure, of course, the guy's name. He's a local plumber, Tim Devine. Pretty amazing right here. All right, this was really kind of a circumstantial thing. It just happened to be the right place at the right time, and we, KRCR, was lucky enough to be there as Jim and Tim met for the first time. Well, met properly, that is. Take a look.
It's been nearly a month since Jim Jones and Tim Devine met, and it turned out their first encounter was one that would change both of their lives forever. 76-year-old Jim Jones was filling up his gas tank at a station on Hartnell in Reading when his heart suddenly stopped. He fell to the ground and would have likely died. That is, if it wasn't for the immediate action of a man he never met.
This is Dad. I believe in divine intervention.
God put me in the right spot at the right time.
Death was on Tim Devine's mind that day. He had already hit 2 animals with his car and spent time working on plumbing at a local cemetery. Then he saw Jim fall to the ground. He gave the stranger CPR until paramedics arrived, but never knew if the man lived or died.
It always ran through my mind. I don't know if I did compressions enough. I don't know if, there was enough breaths.
But it was enough, and just weeks after Tim's heroic and life-saving gesture.
Hi. How you doing, guys? It's good to see your face smiling. Yeah.
The 2 men finally got a chance to meet, and Jim finally got the chance to thank the man who saved his life.
And this is from Dad and the family.
It says, from one heroic act, one heart was saved. Many hearts of gratitude from the Jones family.
Was it divine intervention or simply Tim Devine? Turns out it doesn't really matter.
He had a bad day. I had a bad day. But here we are.
It's one of the best memories of my life now. So.
Wow. Really, really emotional.
One part that I just loved was, obviously you heard him saying what the engraving said. What you didn't see, of course, was Jim actually leaned over to Tim and he said, I'm giving you this watch because you gave me back more time.
Oh, wow, what a great story. We're so lucky that we were able to be there, weren't we?
Totally, it makes you really want to be, that's why I love being in this business, because stories like this.
Yeah, you finally get a chance, right?
Exactly.
It went both ways. It was Tim Devine intervention.
Exactly.